Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face and my picture perfect. Do I look fine?
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the.
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another episode of the Golden Girls. Yes, y'all. This is a season 1, episode 2. You guys have been requesting me to continue on. As long as you guys show up to these reactions, I will continue it. And plus, I have to say, I love the Golden Girls, and so I want to get into every episode. You know, as I told you guys in the first reaction, I have seen some episodes. Do I remember what episodes I did see, what season they were in? I have no idea. I will be continuing doing my little shorts that I do because I find them hysterical and it's good to have on the channel. But we will go through these episodes, y'all, as long as you guys show up. Just show up, share, like, comment. That way that video keeps up and everybody will come onto this platform that loves the Golden Girls, and we can grow the fandom here. They have such a large fandom with these amazing actresses, so why the hell not? Let's relive the good times. I think the next time I do like the classic TV shows that I have been doing, I'll probably do either Family Matters, Fresh Prince, or Friends. I do have those 3 that I was doing anyways, so why not? So, you want to see this in the full reaction? The links are down below. And while you're down there, please like, share, and comment as I already stated. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the Golden Girls and find out exactly what the show has got to give.
Oh, great, wonderful. My daughter is lost.
Dorothy, I gave Kate the directions over the phone.
And who are you, Rand McNally?
I set this down someplace.
No, Rose. Go to the corner and open a stand. Anxious about meeting this guy that Kate's bringing.
Do you think it's serious?
It's the longest she's been interested in any man since Paul McCartney.
Kate dated Paul McCartney?
They wanted to get engaged, but I insisted that she finish grade school. And he's a doctor.
A doctor? Well, the heck with his background.
I mean, the important thing is that he and Kate have a good relationship. I will shout from every rooftop in Miami, my son-in-law's a doctor! It is so good to see you. Oh, look, everybody. Look who's here. Where is he? Where's your doctor?
Dennis is at a seminar. I'll bring him by tomorrow.
Relax. You're already in the will.
Before anyone does anything, I have a big announcement to make. Seeing a doctor named Dennis.
That's your big announcement? You call your doctor by his first name?
Day after tomorrow, Dennis and I are flying to the Bahamas and we're getting married.
Oh!
My daughter is marrying a doctor in the Bahamas.
I always wanted to go to the Bahamas. Now, where the hell are my culottes?
It'll be a little awkward with you and Dad not talking.
And off to Maui with someone half my age and twice my bra size. Not getting married on an island by a priest wearing clam diggers and a Harry Belafonte shirt.
Always dreamed of wearing a long white gown and marching down the aisle on my father's arm. It wouldn't be much of a wedding without both of my parents there.
And if we got live doves? You want to invite your father? Well, I'm willing to keep the peace.
Promise?
I'll call your father and tell the dirtbag he can come.
It's easily limbo down the aisle.
Relax, honey, relax. I just want to get it all out of my system. Be able to handle a simple phone conversation with that yellow-bellied sleazeball. Dorothy Zbornak, the one who gave you the best years of her thighs. After 2 years, I figured you weren't coming back. Kate is getting married. Yes, married. I'm giving her a little wedding here in Miami, and I wanted to invite you. Can you come? Chrissy can't. Oh, didn't know that could happen from a tanning machine.
You were magnificent.
Oh, you certainly were. How did you do it?
Once he was here, he'd be close enough to kill.
A man has a right to see his daughter get married.
I never should have called him.
You never should have married him.
Wedding elves still busy packing their tiny bundles.
Wedding elf.
Honey, Sophie, you're using too much rice.
Fine, this elf quits.
Could I talk to you 2 ladies in the living room, please? I have some very distressing news. Sophia's been pilfering cheese balls. Made 48 cheese balls. There are now 26.
24.
Mom,
Don't tell me. It's Dennis. Oh, my God, he's beautiful. Father used to bring me tulips every time we had a fight. Place looked like Easter in Rotterdam. my future son-in-law. This is Dennis, the gorgeous doctor.
You got your stethoscope? I wouldn't mind a freebie.
Dennis is a podiatrist.
Oh.
Tell me, Dennis, approximately how many feet do you see in a week?
Have you ever met Dr. Scholl?
Easy about Kate, and I promise you she will never want for anything.
Oh.
Think Dad'll like him?
Of course, as long as he stays young and firm. Dennis, it's going to be a pleasure welcoming you into our little family.
Me too. And maybe one of your children will be a real doctor.
Hi, it was real. Stan, didn't you recognize me?
Of course I recognize you. That's why I slammed the door. Speaking of jokes, Stan, that is some toupee you've got. Hans Bornak.
Hello.
And this is his hair.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Hello, Sophia. It's the hair. It makes me look different.
Makes you look stupid.
Daddy?
Hello, princess. Look absolutely beautiful.
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Swallow their pride after what went down between us.
Oh?
You're awesome, babe.
We better get out of church. Don't you think so?
I had a stroke. Luckily, my memories of you were wiped out.
I want you just to take a deep breath and think pleasant thoughts. Come on now. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not going.
I'll be right beside you. Nothing can happen.
I cannot do it.
All right, I've heard enough. Otto's wedding, Dorothy's Spornak. Now you get on your feet, get out that door. Mark.
But if anything awful happens, it's on your heads.
Oh, she's really upset. You better keep an eye on her.
You better stick to her like a tight shirt on a sweaty farmhand. Hairy chest, just glistening in the hot sun. I'm sorry, what were you talking about? Dorothy. Oh, that's right. Yeah, honey. You keep an eye on her.
It was the best Abraham Lincoln the third grade ever saw. Stan, do me a favor. Take off your hair and hold it up to Kate's chin. Oh, just ignore me, Stan. It should be easy. You've had plenty of practice.
I want to invite you and Dennis to come spend some time with Chrissy and me in our new house in Maui. Take a look at that stretch of beach, huh? And that's our house? It's me and Chrissy at a luau.
Is she the one with the apple in her mouth? No, she looks pretty good for being in the ground for 2 hours.
Rose, what are you doing?
Watching the cheese balls.
Hey, let her have the darn cheese balls. Nobody else wants them.
Now I know what I'm giving up for Lent. It's a pleasure to get a drink for an attractive woman. I get one for you too, Dorothy.
Ever met a man who knows how to push all your buttons?
He was a cabana boy in Pensacola.
I just hate him too much. I know I'm going to do something crazy.
All right, now you just simmer down here, Mr. Sit. You in on a sorority secret that was passed on to me at Miss MacGyver's finishing school. Whenever you feel you're about to lose control, just take my hand and give it a little squeeze.
And that's the big secret?
Big secret was that Miss MacGyver and Miss McKee were sharing a one-bedroom apartment off campus.
Would you care for something? Doesn't look like you're fighting the battle of the bulge. She'd be as happy with her new life mate as I am with mine.
Blanche, don't you think it's time we cut the cake?
Oh, yes, I do, Rose.
Who invited the priest? You know I can't cut loose with a priest around following me. They always follow the old people. It's like parking tickets. They got a last rights quota.
Looking all over for you.
Buzz off, Padre.
My God! Do you want to spend the rest of your life rotting away in some disgusting jail cell?
Miami, it is not a felony to cut the wedding cake.
Cut them!
I mean, do you honestly believe that I would stab Stan at my own daughter's wedding? I would wait until after the wedding. There are too many witnesses. Kidding.
What are you doing?
Just want to be by myself for a while.
You're acting like a jerk.
Thanks, Ma. Thanks. That really makes me feel a lot better.
But you're not the first woman to be dumped by her husband.
Oh, Mom, the way he did it, the least he could have done was tell me to my face.
Anger is a lot like a piece of shredded wheat caught under your dentures. If you leave it there, you get a blister, and you gotta eat Jell-O all week. If you get rid of it, the sore heals, and you feel better. You want poetry? You listen to Neil Diamond. You want good advice? You listen to your mother.
Greatest mother in the world.
Tell me something I don't know.
Well, Mother, I guess this is it.
You be a good wife, you hear? Be his lover, don't be his slave. And I want you to
Mom, we'll talk when I get back.
And I love you too, Dennis. Take good care of her. Because if you don't, I'll kill you, you know.
Bye, John.
Dorothy, it was great. Thanks for the hospitality. Take care.
Stan, just a minute. I'd like to talk to you.
Sure, okay.
Now, let's go where we can have some privacy.
Look at that hair.
The first thing you can do is get rid of that ridiculous toupee. Speak to the bald guy who left me. Ow! You walked out on me, Stanley Zbornak.
Now I know why.
Didn't even have the decency to tell me you were leaving. Total stranger. Told me that my marriage was over. 38 years of sharing and crying. Little league. And worrying if you'd get through your gallbladder surgery in the lean years when the business failed. And the happy Christmases. Deserved better than a stinking phone call from my husband's legal representative. You had a choice, Stanley, and you took the easy way out, and it was a rotten thing to do. Finally, get to have what you tried to cheat me out of. I finally get to say goodbye, Stanley.
Dorothy,
I said goodbye, Stanley.
Your hair.
What I would have done if Charlie had suddenly paid a visit.
He's dead. You would have fainted.
Feeling a little better.
And tomorrow you're gonna feel a lot better.
The next day, maybe.
That's right. And one day, Stanley's gonna be out of your life completely.
There'll always be a little part of him that stays with me.
Always bound to be some memories that stay with you.
I wasn't talking about memory. This.
Well. So I enjoyed this episode yet again. I actually almost started crying at the end. When Dorothy was going through saying goodbye to her ex who just walked out of her life after 38 years. Once again, because I'm a narcissist, I started thinking about myself. And I was like, damn, like I just kind of went through another kind of situation of like finally being okay with leaving somebody to make sure that you're okay, right? Sometimes you could be in love with somebody, but you need to love yourself. If you are starting to feel like depressed or you can't trust the person or like they do more damage than good. I also like stopped believing in soulmates. For me, this is me. I know there's a lot of people out there that still believe in it. Maybe, you know, maybe if I do find true love once again knocking on my door, I'll start saying that again. But right now I'm just like, ugh, you know, and then I always like, you know, watching this with Dorothy reminded me, like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Like, I thought I did, but with that comes like emotions and love and then heartbreak. And no matter what you try to do, when you are dating somebody, shit happens, right? I just wish that most men, you know, or at least I'll say men that I'm attracted to, weren't douchebags. And unfortunately, for me, I'm attracted to the douchebags. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I did love watching Dorothy being supported by her two friends, Blanche and Rose. You know, they are a key to the gags, to the lemons and the squeezes of all the damn juices. Sophia is, I've realized, this is the second episode in, I realized Sophia has a type of humor that isn't for everybody. And I remember when I did a short, somebody commented and was like, I never really liked Sophia. I think Sophia is funny. I did see Estelle Getty, I believe that's her actual name. I saw her stand-up comedy, one of her stand-up comedy shows, and I thought it was funny, but also I find more humor in Betty White, and that's why I absolutely love Betty White, because her humor was my humor, or is my humor, and I just connect more with that. Which, you know, in this show, she plays like kind of like the dumb character, but in real life, she was far from that. I also do like Blanche, her humor. Blanche and Rose humor, I can understand. I find it hysterical. Dorothy and Sophia's humor is actually much closer aligned, and I less find them, but although I have to say Dorothy's actually quite funny. Like Dorothy has one-liners that just makes you like fall over, but sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, it was funny, but nothing compared to Betty White or I should say Rose and Blanche. That's just my personal opinion, but everybody has, some people love dry humor, some people like this type of humor, you know, it's all over the place. One thing I know, when two things are certain, as you see the second episode in, once again, these characters, these wonderful actresses, they can make you laugh, okay? Even this emotion being driven within Dorothy and how upset she is, she didn't have to curse. She didn't have to curse, she didn't have to go roll in the mud and the dirt and insult people. It was just funny and you also felt her pain. And my eyes started to water up because these four women were super pivotal for a lot of people. And I'm like, damn, as I'm watching this, I was like, wow, like it sucks that they're gone, but at least I could always go back to their old episodes and experience them yet again. And that's the great thing that we do have with film and acting and doing stuff like even YouTube and stuff like that. Moments will live forever. And I just absolutely love it. So yes, I really did love this episode yet again. This is one of those shows, like many other people have said, you can just click it on. If you're having a rough day, even if you're not having a rough day, the end of the day, get yourself some coffee, some wine, some sangria, whatever it is that you guys like. Sit down and watch episodes of The Golden Girls and live your best lives. But wait, don't watch The Golden Girls without me. We will continue on with more Golden Girls as long as you guys want me to. So once again, keep showing up, y'all, and you'll see a lot more of this. Now, while you're here, check out all my other reactions, and until next time, y'all, I'm off this.
I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, 70 laws, one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'm Peter Parker running through the six with a bag.